Hello, everyone! Step into a magical journey with us through vast fields where millions of deer embark on their journey of life and growth, step by step, to become a precious source of velvet antlers. Imagine the sensation as you set foot in this land where the sunlight gently caresses the lush green meadows, and the harmonious symphony of nature blends with the soft footsteps of the deer herds, painting a magnificent picture. Join us in the awe-inspiring exploration of these expansive landscapes, where the wonders of nature unfold at every deer farming turn. Deer have undergone a process of domestication for thousands of years, as the connection between humans and deer began during the period when humans transitioned from a hunter-gatherer lifestyle. The domestication process of deer has gradually given rise to deer species considered domesticated, exhibiting adaptability and a close relationship with humans. Raising deer serves various purposes, including meat production, antler harvesting, and deer fur, as well as maintaining breeding populations, promoting ecological tourism, and utilizing them in hunting activities. Under the skies of many countries around the world, the art of deer farming has thrived, particularly prominent in special locations such as New Zealand, Australia, the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, China, Russia, and several other European countries. These lands are not only destinations for modern agriculture but also the foundation for prosperity and diversity in caring for and nurturing deer herds. Raising deer serves various purposes, such as meat production, antler harvesting, deer fur production, breeding, conservation-focused hunting, tourism, and ecological tourism. New Zealand is the largest supplier of velvet from deer farms, with approximately 1.2 million deer and around 3,000 farms. Do you see the beauty of these deer? If yes, please leave the number 1. Otherwise, if not, feel free to leave the number 0. Join me in exploring how to care for newborn deer until they mature for velvet harvesting. The gestation period for deer lasts from 195 to 205 days. Deer give birth in mid-spring, typically from May to June, which is the suitable time for deer reproduction. Deer usually give birth to only one fawn at a time, but there are cases where they may have twins or even triplets. When first born, these young deer weigh only about 5 to 8 pounds. To camouflage their scent from potential predators, mother deer will lick the fluid on their newborns' bodies after giving birth, and the fawns will consume their own placenta. Deer are born with spotted fur, but they lose this coat after a few months. They rely on their mother's milk for the first few weeks of life before transitioning to solid food. A female deer will nurse her fawn 4 to 5 times a day for the first 4 months. Young deer grow rapidly. In just a few months, they can weigh up to 60 to 70 pounds. During this time, they'll start venturing out more on their own but still stay close to their mothers for protection. Female deer often stay with the herd and their mothers throughout their lives, unlike male deer, who are more likely to venture alone or join a herd after they turn around 2 years old. However, on many farms, farmers often create separate areas for young deer, providing a stable and manageable environment. Additionally, they can regularly monitor their health status and, if necessary, provide medical care. Typically, the process of raising deer for velvet harvesting lasts from 3 to 5 years. During this period, deer are cared for, nourished, and monitored to ensure optimal growth. The antlers are covered by a soft velvet layer with blood vessels that supply nutrients for horn development. On average, a deer can yield from 100 to 300 kilograms of velvet, but this depends on the species and its size. Once the velvet reaches the desired size and quality, the deer will be harvested for velvet. To ensure the safety of both the deer and the handler, deer are gently restrained or anesthetized during the harvesting process. After antler removal, a substance called oatmeal powder is often applied to the cut area. Oatmeal powder has blood clotting and antibacterial properties, helping prevent infection and promoting healing. This helps minimize stress and prevent any potential injuries. Next, the deer velvet is boiled and dried to remove excess liquids and impurities, creating favorable conditions for quick and desired quality drying. Afterward, the deer velvet is hung or placed on racks to air dry naturally, and the drying time can range from a few weeks to several months, depending on the thickness of the velvet and environmental conditions. This process occurs in a well-ventilated and cool environment, avoiding direct sunlight. The deer velvet will be cut into small pieces, approximately half a millimeter thick. They will undergo another round of drying before being packaged and labeled to meet the customer's needs. A pair of deer velvet weighing around 800 g after processing can yield approximately 250 g of medicinal material. Deer velvet is a precious remedy that may support muscle strength enhancement, help lower blood pressure, boost heart contraction, promote mental well-being, and offer various other benefits. It's used as a medicine in many countries worldwide, enhancing health and reinforcing the immune system. Athletes seek it to improve strength and athletic performance. Its health benefits for joints alleviate discomfort and enhance flexibility. to ensure the optimal development of deer antlers for the upcoming harvest. After velvet harvesting, deer need to be provided with a balanced and nutrient-rich diet to ensure quick recovery. The diet typically includes protein-rich and vitamin-rich foods to support the recovery process and promote overall health. The living environment of deer also needs to be safe and comfortable, including enough space for movement, clean drinking water, and protection from adverse weather conditions. The mushroom-making process starts with preparing selective compost, which is the most challenging part of the mushroom growing process. This involves combining water, straw, chicken litter, and gypsum in 3 distinct steps to form the compost, also known as substrate. In the pre-wet process, the straw is thoroughly soaked to remove the hard, shiny layer from the wheat straw, making it more water absorbent and allowing easier access to the carbohydrates in the straw. During the premix, the chicken manure and chips are mixed into the straw and loaded into a large concrete bunker. The compost is then pasteurized to destroy unwanted fungi and pests that might steal nutrients from the good mushrooms. Finally, the colonized compost is transferred to the growing tunnels. Mushroom supplements are added as additional nutrients, and a mixture of peat and sugar beet lime is added to the compost to form the top part of the casing. The casing layer has to be applied as evenly as possible, and the beds should be watered once the compost is completely covered. Frequent watering must be done in the first 5 days. Next, let's continue with how Japanese people create millions of shiitake mushrooms. Shiitake mushrooms are one of the most popular and sought-after mushroom types in Japan, with its distinctive aroma and rich, sweet flavor. Shiitake mushroom cultivation in Japan differs from other mushroom cultivation methods. Shiitake mushrooms are grown on long logs, ranging from 90 to 120 centimeters. Before planting, these logs are drilled with holes, and then mushroom spores are inserted into the holes. This is a cultivation technique that has been kept secret in Japan for nearly 1,000 years. The selection of wood for growing shiitake mushrooms is also crucial, with commonly used wood types including oak, red oak, and mora. After planting, the logs are placed in a cool and shaded area or forest, free from chemical contamination. However, due to the shiitake mushrooms being a rare and precious type of mushroom, its cultivation in Japan is closely managed and only allowed in designated forest areas. This helps to protect natural resources and ensure the quality of the product. Shiitake mushroom is a valuable food item and part of Japanese culinary culture. With generations of experience in shiitake mushroom cultivation, the Japanese have developed unique and distinctive cultivation techniques. Additionally, local residents in Japan can also forage for small amounts of shiitake mushrooms in forests like these. Growing mushrooms in greenhouses in Korea has been a developing agricultural activity in recent years. Growing mushrooms in greenhouses requires careful care, starting with preparing the mushroom source and planting materials to create a mushroom spawn. Growers use machinery to mix sawdust with wood chips and some specialized chemicals for mushroom cultivation. Then they use plastic bags about 60 to 70 centimeters long to hold the mushroom spawn. Once the mushroom spawn is ready, workers insert mushroom spores or mycelium into the holes on the spawn. The mushroom spawn is then neatly stacked on a rack for easy care. When the mushroom spawn has bonded into a solid mass like wood, workers remove the plastic bag layer and continuously provide moisture to help the mushroom sprout. This step requires meticulous care and must be performed correctly to ensure the speed and quality of mushroom growth. Finally, when the mushrooms have grown large enough, they are wrapped in a preservation film and taken to a care and harvesting facility. This process requires professionalism and high technical skill. However, when done correctly, it will bring many benefits to the growers and consumers. Mushrooms have long been known for their health benefits, and shiitake mushrooms, in particular, are a great source of antioxidants that protect cells from damage caused by free radicals in the body. In addition to their antioxidant properties, shiitake mushrooms also contain compounds that boost the immune system, helping the body fight off infections and diseases. Studies have shown that shiitake mushrooms may also help reduce the risk of heart disease, thanks to their high levels of ergothioneine and polysaccharides. These compounds can lower blood sugar and cholesterol levels, reducing the risk of developing heart disease. Shiitake mushrooms are also beneficial for digestion, as they contain anti-inflammatory and antibacterial compounds that can reduce inflammation and protect the lining of the stomach. Furthermore, shiitake mushrooms have been found to contain compounds that enhance brain function, improving memory and concentration. With all of these health benefits, it's easy to see why shiitake mushrooms are such a popular and healthy food choice. In this video, we have learned about the amazing benefits of mushrooms and how to grow and harvest them in some of the countries with the largest mushroom production in the world. The mushroom cultivation process not only provides us with delicious and nutritious mushrooms but also contributes to protecting the environment and improving people's livelihoods. We sincerely thank you for watching the video and hope that our content has been helpful to you. Please continue to support us to receive more interesting and informative videos. This is our channel, this is the channel manager, this is the video editor, and this is the content creator.